Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and you're very welcome to another episode of The Hope Show, a weekly live stream dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, movies, TV shows, pop culture, all that type of thing. Kind of got a show for you today, kind of pieced together some various different happenings in the entertainment, pop culture and collecting world. And we'll get straight into it. So we have David from Six Scale Shills. We have Bob from the Tiny Art Guy. Bob the Tiny Art Guy.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah. We got Harrison, aka Viking Collectibles. We have Phil, Rogue One Photography, and we have Jim Collector, also known as Jim. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Good, thank you.
Good.
I think we should confirm that Bob himself isn't tiny, just the art that he does.
Yeah. Bob's like 6 foot something, I think.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, 6'1", I like to claim.
6'1".
But when I had to cut my hair off, I'm about 6.5. Well,
you got to take the hit there. You got to take the hit there.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, not so tiny art guy. It's just the you draw little tiny details basically.
Got tiny hands.
Okay.
I see.
Helps with certain things.
Moving swiftly onwards. I'm really just going to throw this one out there, folks. I don't know if anyone will care about this, but it's that time of the year. Do you have thoughts? These are the 10 Best Picture nominees 2026 for the Oscars. So just in case you're listening, we've got Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental Values, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Panelists, any thought, or do people actually care anymore?
Only seem to.
I've only seen one.
I've seen 3.
That's F1, Frankenstein, and Sinners.
Yeah. I've seen 4. I've seen the ones that you've seen, Bob, and then One Battle After Another. I do want to see Begonia. I heard it described by someone who, I wouldn't say rate their opinion, but it's just like, sometimes good, sometimes bad. They've given me mixed recommendations. A DJ on Irish radios, but he was saying it was quite good. I think it's made by an Irish production company as well, Element. I think they've worked with Emma Stone a few times. I think they worked with her in Poor Things and other things as well. So kind of keen to watch it. But no, and so no one's seen more than 3 or no one's seen more than 4.
No, I really want to see Marty Supreme. I'm not sure how interesting a table tennis story is, but I'm intrigued for some reason.
Yeah. I kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't mind, like I'd probably take it or leave it. I doubt it's a movie that I'll watch twice. I know that's very hard for saying because I haven't seen it, but it just gives me that vibe. That's my suspicion, that I'll probably watch it and maybe appreciate parts of it, but won't watch it again.
Most Oscar films are like that, I've always noticed. They're like films that you kind of watch once, really appreciate, and then you don't necessarily watch all of them again.
Yeah, I think a lot of them do fall into that category. Although, like, you still have ones that, if you go back over the list of Best Picture nominees or even Best Picture winners, they will surprise you, like, because you forget which ones were nominated and which ones actually. There's a lot of them that do have really good rewatchability, but it does seem to be getting more and more like that. I think I agree with you, Jim. Like, not even that they're bad movies, but they're just like, you might watch them and go, yeah, it was really good, but might necessarily watch it again. Like 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. Great movie. Watched it once. I wouldn't say it's a great movie. It's a good movie, but plus the source material is very hard to watch as well. I know Moonlight. Moonlight's a bloody good movie. Probably won't watch it again. Just kind of random ones that are popping into my head. Yeah. Is there anything there that you like that you saw out of the 2 or 3 or 4 that you saw that was like mind blowing? That's just like, yes.
No, not really.
Not my
Sinners came closest.
Yeah, see, it's interesting you say that, Jim, because I was really confused because everyone was really hyping up Sinners, and I watched it, and it just felt like a mishmash of
It is a
topics
mishmash.
just all thrown into
It
one.
is.
And I was like, I watched it, I was like, well, it was good. Like,
It's
it kept
like
me
a period
entertained.
piece with
Yeah.
vampires thrown in. isn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah.
it was quite a mishmash, and I was like, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be based on the feedback that I'd heard. But it was entertaining for 2 hours. So I mean, it did its job right. But yeah, I was just a bit confused because the fanfare was intense for it. So was expecting a
I
bit
would
more.
agree with that take. Two things about it. I think it's a good movie, but not like one of the all-time greats. But I think what it had going for it was 2025 was a year with not really a lot of great movies, you know.
Yeah,
So
a bit
it
of a
kind of
slump,
stood
yeah.
out. Yeah, and plus it was different as well. Like, plus like a lot of the kind of going back to what Jim says, a lot of, not always, but like a lot of these best picture movies like that are nominated, whatever, about the winners, whatever, like sometimes they get it right, sometimes there's bloody amazing movies and they're well worth the nomination and they're well worth the win and stuff like that. But there is a lot of them that, you know, you'd watch once, appreciate them, but you're like, yeah, it's just there's not that fun factor or that rewatchability. Maybe there's a bit of snobbery still associated with them, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, Sinners did have the fun though. I thought it was fun, but maybe I think it was a bit kind of like what Moose is saying about Frankenstein, that he found Frankenstein a bit bloated, like a bit overrated. I did enjoy Frankenstein though.
It felt like Sinners was good at the core, but I feel like it was just one of those films where they just threw some star power at it, like Michael B. Jordan and a couple of others in there, and that was the main attraction for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, he was good in it.
Wasn't it his?
He was.
Wasn't it his thing? Oh no, it was Ryan Coogler, wasn't it?
Ryan Coogler, same director as Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
I thought the music for me was a trump card in that kid with the guitar. I could listen to him play the guitar and sing all day.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
love
Yeah.
that.
Scene
I really
as
like
well.
the music side of things. The guy who played that guy, what's his name? Drawing a blank here. He played Cook in a Channel 4 TV show called Skins. He played a real kind of like
Oh,
yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna have
the
to actually
main
do that.
vampire. That guy.
It's
Jack-
the same guy.
Jack
That's
O'Connell.
Cook.
He's
That's
Jack
Cook.
28 years later as well, isn't he? I thought he was
Yeah.
in Skins.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
need to watch that
Wow.
actually because I've heard the new one is
Skins
fantastic.
is great.
Yeah, Skins first season 1, 2, 3, 4, I think.
I've
You know
heard
Effie,
shows, yeah.
the girl who played Effie, she's now in The Gentleman.
Yes, she is. I noticed that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good film. Show actually.
Yeah. Well, so I think F1 has rewatchability. I think F1 was fun. I can't see
F1 and
myself.
Sinners would be the two.
Yeah, I will watch it. I will go back and rewatch Sinners at some stage, and I will no doubt watch F1 again. But again, not in the same way as Maverick. Like, I think Maverick's a bloody masterpiece. I think F1 is a good, solid, fun movie which relies on some tropes like a lovable rogue, and Brad Pitt plays the lovable rogue very well. But it's nothing kind of new. Like, one battle after another, I'll never watch again. Probably Frankenstein, maybe. Yeah. What about you, Phil? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen Frankenstein and Sinners from there. I'm intrigued to see one battle after another, but I view it as quite political. As I mentioned, Marty Supreme has got me intrigued. I mean, Sinners, yeah, aside from the music, I found it very Dusk Till Dawn-y sort of.
Yeah.
Um,
True. Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I mean, I put it on and I think I played 20 minutes of it and turned it off, and then I went back to it a few days later, whether I wasn't in the mood for it or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I do tend to find a lot of the Oscar sort of nominations generally can be quite arty and not really my cup of tea. But F1 is another one I want to see. I've heard good things about F1 as well. So
They seem to have a good mix though. Like, as in, like, hey, Sinners there. I don't think there's any. I know what you mean by arty. Like, you know, what I mean, it's all art. I totally get that, but you know, it's kind of arty farty. Like, it's like
yeah, a lot of the
kinda
time
like-
the nominations
Yeah.
of films that I would probably have very little interest
Yeah.
in unless it just happened to be on.
Yeah.
I thought I'll give this a go because it's on. But
we're just gonna film this this bag floating in the wind for 2 hours, and if you don't enjoy it, you just don't get it 'cause you're not deep enough. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
One battle after another though, I didn't like it. I just find it entertaining. And there's no one to root for really. Well, Benicio del Toro's character, I liked him in it. He was just a cool customer. I just really liked him in it. But Marco 166 made a point about one battle and another. You have the extreme left characters who are basically terrorists. Like, you know, they're saying they're rebels, but they are terrorists. And like, I think you're kind of supposed to try and empathize with them, or it's trying to. But then again, you have the extreme right, are these cult white guys who are sinister. So what the movie does, one thing I will give it credit for, it makes you hate the extremes of both equally, which is kind of like, you know, the extremes in a lot of things are not necessarily good, but yeah, look, it wasn't for me, but yeah. Any other thoughts before we move on to something else? All right.
No, good.
Just before we move on, is there any movie that you haven't seen on this list that you're like, I really want to see that? Mine would be, I wouldn't say I really want to see it, but mine is Begonia and probably Marty Supreme. But any yourselves?
I think from the poster, I'd go for Begonia. That would appeal to me, just from the ad, just from seeing that image.
Yeah, it's striking.
Yeah, it's very sort of reminds me of Clockwork Orange.
Yeah,
type vibes, but I'm sure it's got nothing to do
good
with
family movie, like yeah.
Yeah.
What about anyone else?
Probably just Frankenstein for me. I think that's the only thing on the list there that's a bit of me.
It's a good watch, and it'll be one you kind of like save until Halloween if you know you want to kind of have it in theme or whatever like that. I know sometimes I save scary movies until because I like to watch some new movies as opposed to just all the classics. But anyone else?
Marty Supreme is probably the only one I've heard a lot of good things about, so I'd probably give that one a go.
Good stuff. All right. We're going to throw you straight into this, folks. No mercy today. No mercy whatsoever. Ooh. Yeah, I've tried to keep this, I've kind of tried to keep this on brand for the last few weeks, so yeah, people are going to hate me for these ones, but yeah, so you can only own one. Now, we're not talking about the movie or the character, we're just talking about the 6-scale representation, so the Big Chap 2.0 or the Jungle Hunter Predator 2.0, one has to go. David?
I'm going to snap. I have no skin in this race either way, I like to say, but I'd snap the Predator just because the alien is cooler.
All right. Bob?
I would snap the Big Chap 2.0 here because I'm very excited about the Predator figure, and I've been tormenting myself for about a week about the Romulus alien, watching it go up by £15 a day as I am, but that one looks a better proposition to me, so I'd snap the alien on this one.
Harrison?
Predator, I would have to snap. I've got to keep the alien.
Okay. Phil?
Snap, Big Chap, keep the alien. Keep the alien. Keep the Predator.
And Jim?
Alien, I suppose.
I'll snap the Jungle Hunter and keep it the Big Chap.
Yeah, I got to snap the Jungle Hunter. Just going to go on the better character design and the better movie. So, yeah, keeping the Big Chap, and I would get rid of the Jungle Hunter. I wouldn't be happy about it, but something to do.
Definitely not.
So, kind of column resurgence, rebrands, prequel, sequels, interquel. I don't know what they're calling these days, but yeah. So we've got the Scorched Xenomorph from Alien Romulus, or we have the Feral Predator from Prey, and you can have the Feral Predator or you can have the battle damage Feral Predator. Doesn't really make a difference. What do you think, Jim?
Oh man, I can't remember the last time I was excited about getting a figure in as I was for this Romulus Xenomorph. So I'm definitely snapping the Predator from Prey and keeping the Romulus Xeno.
Ooh. Phil?
Yeah, even though I'm not getting or don't have either of these. It's quite a tough one. So I love how that scorched alien looks, but I love the design of that Predator, and I've seen it in your display. It's a beast. So snap the scorched xenomorph and keep the feral Predator.
It is actually an enormous figure. Harrison, you're in a tight spot here, I'd say, are you?
Very much so, because I'm getting both of these. I think the Scorched Xeno is got to be one of the best hot toys I've seen for a long, long time. So I'm going to keep that one and over the Feral. But Feral's still really, really good.
Okay.
Just wanted to add,
go
Shane,
on.
that it'd be the clean version as well. I wouldn't want the battle damaged
Yeah.
on
Cool.
the feral.
Bob.
Very tough, actually. I'd have to. I do love both movies. I would have to keep the Alien just because figure-wise, it's just sort of blown me away looking at the reviews. Might be a case of the fact that it's the latest one. Very, very close to me, but I'll snap the feral Predator here.
Okay. And David.
I'm going to snap the Predator again, just because one, I don't want to get cancelled for not picking the Xenomorph, and secondly, the Xenomorph does look very cool. I've been sitting here, not a massive fan of the Alien franchise, but just looking at it from an artistic perspective, it is a fantastic piece, and I've been tempted to put some money onto it myself. I haven't.
Right.
I've been tempted. That's
And have you seen both these movies?
I have. Yes, I've seen both.
Is there any just wondering which movie do you think is better?
I think for my taste, definitely Alien, definitely Romulus.
Okay. Myself, then, I am going to snap the Scorched Xenomorph because just on the strength of the movie, I think praise a better movie than Romulus. I didn't hate Romulus, but I just felt it was fine. I think it was if AI made an Alien movie, took the lore, mishmashed it around, and you get a very fine. Maybe a 3-star movie, whereas Predator, I do regard higher. Just I think Predator is an excellent movie. Not like a 5 out of 5 home run or anything like that, but it's just I watch it a lot. I just really like what they did with it. So on that, I would snap the Scorched Xenomorph. Moving on then. David? Father Predator, the local priest, or the Broken Tusk?
God, I know nothing about either of these. Just looking at them, the Broken Tusk is, I want to say, from an older film, right?
It's not from a comic book. Its origins lie in a comic book, I believe.
I'm going to go Broken Tusk. I don't know why I've taken issue with the popularity of Badlands. I don't know why. It just seems to have excelled, and I'm just like one of those quirky people that's just like, yeah, I'm going to give that a miss. So I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm in that boat as well. I'm not a fan. Wasn't a fan of the movie. Yeah. Very, very. We're completely divided here in the panel. We got people who love it, people who just thought it was fine, and then people just not. So you'd keep the Broken Tusk and get rid of Yautja?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Bob.
I've not seen the movie yet on the left, and I haven't seen the source material of the character on the right, but just going on figures, I would get rid of Father Predator. Is that his name? Yeah.
That's literally what they've called him instead of his actual name.
Yeah. I just don't like the design of this one. I love the Predator mouth design and that, but I just don't love it. And the one on the right just would look cooler to me, just for that iconic mask.
Yeah.
It's kind of golden as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Harrison might be in a tight spot for this as well, though. Harrison?
I'm always in a tight spot when it comes to Alien and Predator.
Yeah.
I would keep the Father. I am going to get that figure, so I'm not getting the Broken Tusk. So
You need to budget
I'll
for
get
the
that
brother as well. Surely that's coming too. If he had more screen time, you'd imagine.
he is 100. If they've done the other one, they've got to do his brother now.
Yeah. All right, Phil.
Yeah, I think I'd keep the father as well. I like the helmet design. He's a chunky figure as well, but I know more about him than the Broken Tusk guy, so yeah, keep the father.
He absolutely dwarfs Deck as well. Like you'll see it now in the
Yeah,
comparisons. He's used compared to him. I suppose it makes sense though, because Deck is the runt of the litter. That's the whole kind of crux that the story was. That's one thing I thought about the story was quite good. The motivation for Deck was really obvious, and the motivation for the father wanting to kill him was also really obvious. They set that up very well, I felt. But I just wasn't a fan of the overall. I wasn't a fan of the overall movie. So, like, the ship has sailed for me for Badlands. I didn't like it, so I have no interest in the figure on the left. I won't be getting the figure on the right either, but if I had to snap one, I'd snap the one on the left because I haven't read the source material for the one on the right, and there's some hope that I might actually like the source material. It might win me over if I read it. I also quite like the kind of golden touch on that, kind of almost like a take on the classic Jungle Hunter, but just which was normally kind of like that gunmetal's kind of more silver metallic look, but it's an interesting take with the gold on it. Jim.
I haven't read the. Can you hear me? Or am
Yep.
I a bit quiet again?
Now I can. Yeah.
Sweet. I haven't read the comic for the Broken Tusk, and I haven't seen Badlands yet either. Really need to rectify that. So basing just on the design, I feel like the Broken Tusk design, although it reminds me of the Jungle Hunter, it looks a bit silly with the alien head. And
it does.
His shoulder cannon's like a pistol. Yeah. It looks a bit goofy in some way to my eye anyway. Mm-hmm. And the Father Predator, which is a hilarious name, is it a third party? Have you not got the license for that or something? That's a bit weird. And
because like the brother had a name,
in green or something.
Or like even if they call it Elder Predator or Clan Leader or Deck's Dad, that would probably be better as well. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if it's a translation thing and they don't realize that it's slightly funny.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you'd snap which one?
Yeah, I'd snap Broken Task. That Father Predator looks awesome, so I'd definitely keep him out of the two.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Gotta ask the question, folks. Everyone, I believe the term glazing, the kids would be saying about this Romulus. So now we're gonna see where your loyalties really lie. I'm gonna go first because it's not even a decision. I'm never gonna pick anything from Alien Romulus over the 1979 classic look, regardless of the design. And I do think the Xenomorph on the right is a cooler, more treacherous design. Big chap's big chap. It's the one that started it all. That's where my loyalties lie. And hopefully I'll get one that emulates the one on the right if they ever do a Warrior Alien from Aliens 2, where they actually did change the joints of the creatures on the legs on the right. So I think that would fill that void then. So I'm going to snap Scorched. I'm going to start with you, Jim.
Oh, man. Do you know what? You helped me out a lot with what you just said.
Damn it. I wanted
do
this
like
to be
the monster
difficult.
design on the right. No, sorry. But yeah, I mean, look, you have to go for the original Big Chap. It is the much better film of the two. And also, I actually find his more human-like appearance creepier, like more alien in a way. It's like a bit freakier, whereas the other one's like kind of a monster movie design, which is still good. And the figure objectively is incredibly impressive. But yeah, I definitely snap that and keep the Big Chap.
It kind of makes sense as well, because don't they, like, they take the DNA of the thing that they gestate in.
Yep.
So like
Exactly.
his was a skinny kind of an older man. It makes more sense. And then there's the dog alien and all sorts of different aliens that basically gestated in different, in dog or whoever else. Like, so I mean, and then Pred alien and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, Phil.
I mean, based off this image here, I think that Scorched Predator looks far better than the Big Chap. But
True.
I've ordered the Big Chap. I haven't ordered the Scorched. So snap the Scorched, keep the Big Chap.
It's yeah, it is. It is a better design. But again, yeah, you're right. It's like the one on the left it's a guy in a suit. It's a real skinny, tall guy that they found in a pub when they were making the movie. That's what it was like. Was he an art student or something like? And then the one on the right is like, I suppose, I don't know, is it fully CGI or is there a mix of CGI and puppetry and practical effects? But like, it's definitely it's a cooler looking, more treacherous creature. Harrison, I'm sorry, but go.
So this is easier for me only because that neither of these are my favorite design for a Xeno. My favorite one is from Covenant, which is the one I've got the statue of. I like how that's a lot more less biomechanical and just more fleshy and
organic,
like. Yeah, so that's my favorite. So, and the thing I like about that is the way it moves. So I would go with Scorch because you can get it crouched down in a way that is very animalistic, which is what I like.
True. Yeah, the articulation seems to be amazing, and everyone is throwing out. I'm not gonna lie. I was listening to some stream on a replay in the gym the other morning, and I heard someone go, "No, this could be figure of the year," and I just had to laugh and think of David losing his mind. It's January, lads. Come on, and like think of all the things that were announced last year that will come to fruition this year. It's any figure is gonna be up against it for that, and then you bring in the INART stuff, and then so you would get rid of, you'd keep, you would. Did you say you'd snap Scorch or keep Scorch?
I'd keep Scorch, snap Big Chap.
Gotcha. Bob.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Harrison. I'm old. I love my old movies. Alien is one of my best movies I've ever seen in my life, and I watch it regularly. But for putting it on the shelf, making it look cool, fitting at a nice height, playing around with it, I just think the design is better on the right. I just prefer the fluidity of the creature. As much as I love Big Chap and what the original Alien was, but I just think it looks better. And I'm all about what things look like.
Okay. And then David?
I would snap Big Chap. I think I understand that it's the original. It does, however, look like a guy in a suit, and I think that's why I potentially don't like it as much. I think Harrison put it perfectly. The Scorched looks a lot more animalistic and a bit more fierce. So I definitely snap Big Chap on this one.
Yeah, true, and like some fantastic points and points I can't really argue with. Like on the shelf, the Scorch would look subjectively better and scarier, but even though like the one on the left, like say it does look like a man in a suit, when I'm watching it I'd be like, it'll remind me of, for 1979 they still produced that goddamn masterpiece. Yeah, but like great points on both sides. All right, folks, very quickly going to have a look at people in the chat and see who we got. We got 32 people watching live. Thank you very much. We've got Moose Stream, channel member. Thank you very much. Of course, we have Tiny Art Guy, who's here on the panel and a channel member as well. We got Viking Collectibles, Harrison. We got Six Scale Shields, David here as well. We got Rogue One Photography. We also have Bob, the Tiny Art Guy, Dogito, channel member as well. The Humble Collector UK. We have got Jeremy is here as well. Shaky number 4 is here as well. S-Beam is here as well. We got Ryan, another channel member. Thank you very much. Jim Collector, channel member, panel member, wielder of the blue wrench. Moose saying Sinners for me and Weapons. Yeah, man, Weapons was good. Weapons is one of the best movies I saw of last year. Frankenstein bloated. Yeah, possibly a bit on the overrated side. I still thought it was solid. We got Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro. Thank you very much. Yeah, Geo, thank you for being here. Thalia Meyer, all the way from from Germany. Apologies. Pardon me. We got Ryan here as well. Thank you very much, Ryan. I had a jam yesterday with an actual live band. Yep, true story. I'll text you later on. One of my mates who plays guitar and another mate who played drums were like, "Come on, let's go down." It was a 3-hour journey, which I was skeptical of at first, but I'm glad I went down. It was a lot of fun, and the guy who was playing drums for us, Ryan, he had never played drums with a live band before, and he really undersold his skills in the drums. I love when someone is good at something, but they're being humble, and then it's like, man, you're actually really good. Like, so, Ryan plays guitar as well, and he plays in a band and stuff like that, so I know he'd appreciate that. So, I will fill you in later on, Ryan. Scaled down shenanigans. Begonia was great. I must check that one out. Gio is saying Begonia was good. Moose is saying it has been said that one battle after another has the same plot as Terminator 2. Oh, the similarities. I presume Leo is... I presume Leo's daughter is the John Connor character here. It's a stretch. I presume Sean Penn's character is the T-1000 here, but I think people are kind of adding 2 and 2 and get 5 there. And yeah, it's a far cry from Terminator 2, but I could see there's a few very vague similarities. But yeah, I would advise people to watch Terminator 2 and don't watch One Battle After Another. Neilerific. Hello, Shane and Co. Sorry for hopping on late. You do not have to apologize. Thanks for being here. Mandy Burton, thank you for being here as well. Who else do we have? I'm just scrolling through, making sure I don't miss anybody. Mitchell Lawrence. I'll keep the father. You need a religious Yautja. That's what it is, Mitchell. Give me Alien Warriors also. Absolutely, yeah. Give me the Alien Big Chap. It's an iconic... it's more iconic from the classic film. Yeah, I think Mitchell Lawrence, I could nearly predict Mitchell Lawrence's answers to all these snaps. I think I have his taste wired in there. Who else? Blue Tattoo. So we got S-Beam and Blue Tattoo. Thanks very much for being here. Trevor, the prodigal son, has returned. He is a channel member. He is panel member. He has been a panel member in the past, and he's obviously has the open invite. He's on our group there. Hey boys, hope to get back on the stream show, and we hope to have you back as well, Trevor. Thanks very much for listening. Definitely check out Begonia. Sorry, Trevor is saying I will do. Brian makes dioramas. Oh, thanks very much for being here. Hey everyone, catching you live and saying hello from Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's the weather like in Minnesota now? Is that a real cold place, or is it middle of the road? And just Keith Lee is here as well. Excellent. Okay, we're up to date, folks. All right, we'll throw a few options at you. Phil, do you want to choose the direction?
Oh, I know everyone is buzzing for K-pop Demon Hunters, so we'll go with that, shall we?
All right. Okay, I know nothing about this. I've been told it's extremely catchy, the music in it, and I've been told if you watch it, the songs will be in your head forever. I'm curious. I have to say, my interest is piqued. I don't think it's for me, and I know I'm not the target audience, but yeah. So look, we'll play this trailer thing that they have. All right, let's have a look at this. So a few weeks ago, catch me if I'm wrong now, or correct me if I'm wrong. A few weeks ago, they kind of put up like a little teaser thing saying that they're going to be making figures from the Netflix TV show K-pop Demon Hunters. Would that be right?
I think it was originally the little chibi type things that they make, right? They made a post for something that alluded to that, and then it was 1/6, and then they started revealing them slower.
Gotcha. Okay. And then now this morning they haven't like dropped like a prototype image for any figure or put up anything for pre-order as far as I know, but they just had this, so I'll just play this and we can see what it's all about. I'm still at a loss. I don't have a clue what this is about. Like,
Oh dear.
yeah, I don't think we're having this conversation with people. Actually, the two boys yesterday who like the two of them. One lives in Cork, which is the south of Ireland. I'm up around kind of north of Dublin, so it'd be kind of like the northeast. The guy we drove down to his house is living in Clare, so that'd be kind of on the west. So we're all coming from different places. We all had to drive, and like the two boys have kids, and trying to find a time where we could actually, our schedules align and stuff like that, to spend a bit of time playing music. It was it does a lot of balls in the air or whatever like that. So the boys were talking about like what they were watching, and one of the lads was just like, I will not commit to anything unless like three of my mates who I had recommendations from before and given me good TV recommendations, recommend it, but I'll still research it beforehand before I'm committing to watching something. So based on that logic, time is the only currency, and I don't think I've got the time to invest in K-pop Demon Hunters. But it's supposed to be very good. Has anyone watched it? That's so Bob, Phil, and Harrison. Now, your kids love it, Harrison. Would I be right? No?
Yes, very much so.
Could you give us a synopsis of it, just so we have an idea of what it's about for the uninitiated?
Yeah, it's a K-pop group that use music to unite the world to defend against demons.
What is K-pop?
It's the type of music.
Korean pop
Korean
music.
pop.
Is it?
Right, yeah.
Oh, right. So K-pop is literally Korean pop music.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. How many episodes, or is it a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay. I might actually give that a go, just to see what the fuss it is. Plus, Megan's a music teacher, so maybe she'll pull something out of it or something. Maybe she
she'll
gets
love
something.
it.
You know what I mean? So
I haven't seen anybody yet who's watched it who has not liked it.
yeah, and Trevor here as well. K-pop Demon Hunters is good. Not my favorite thing, but it was fun. Okay, good stuff. So you reckon, Harrison, people of all ages could
Everyone.
All right.
There
Good
is
stuff.
something in there for everyone. If you enjoy music, you'll like it. If you enjoy art, you'll like it. If you enjoy just a really good story, an uplifting story, it's really good for little girls to watch. Seeing strong women on the screen, there's something for everyone on it.
Good stuff. And like these strong women, like what do they bench, bruv?
They bench lots and lots of demons.
Okay, they bench demons. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I might actually give that a go to see what the fuss is about. All right, Harrison. Seeing as you're kind of giving us the insights here, what do you want to talk about?
Predator, please.
Predator. Okay, you can take this away because like you were pretty critical on Deck, but yet you really wanted it, and you wanted it to be right because you really enjoyed the movie. So I want you to kind of give us your take on Father Predator.
I mean, other than the stupid name, it's really, really good. Really good. They've done so much better with this. It's so, to the point where like you saw them actually post the head sculpt, and they're like proud of this one. Whereas Deck, as soon as they put it out, they covered it up. But
I went straight
Sorry?
to the mandibles. As soon as I saw the first image, like, let's have a look at those mandibles. Harrison's
And
gonna
he-
pick
that-
them up.
Yeah, and they, even though these are still swap out mandibles, they're just done so much better. So much better. They look really, really good on this one, to the point that when on the close-ups of the face, you can barely notice it, especially the closed mandibles. You
True.
can't see them at all. So they've done really well with this. Really, really well. I can't. I mean, the only thing I would say they could do is just do a little bit of a better base, but that's just nitpicking, really. It's still a nice base.
This hand, are they the same
hand.
hands as the Feral Predator?
I do think they could be. If they're not, they're very, very similar. I think the nails are a little bit sharper though, right? I think ferals aren't as.
Yeah, I get you. I don't remember I don't think the ferals are that sharp.
But yeah, he's really cool looking. I love the white dreads. I love the biomask. I have a real thing with biomasks with bones. I seem to really like that style.
The kind of organic.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly point out the
What is
scene
this?
on Deck. Yeah,
What is this? Yeah,
That's
same, the exact same thing I was about to highlight there.
Awful.
That looks that's unforgivable.
yeah.
It's all
That
of
is
it. It's
unforgivable.
the thing is as well, I was pointing this out to Jim the other day. They've done it just totally different. They've done the father predator like the older predators, where it's just the mandibles that come off. Whereas Dex, the whole front of his face comes off, and it's just too much. There's just too many seams on that.
I don't
Size
understand,
difference
like,
there.
the neck seam as well. Like, where's that come from? They've never done that before.
No, I think it's purely because Dex hair's tied up. I think all the other predators, their hair's all down. The dreads, they're all hanging down, so you don't really notice the seam. Whereas for him, you really, really notice it. So, but yeah,
Two styles
really
of
good.
wrist blades, regular and blood painted. So is the regular the one with just the silver one, and then the blood painted? They kind of have. It almost looks blue here.
Yeah, I think it's more meant to go with Deck. If you've seen the film, you know why. But I think they're including it with the father, but they're meant for Deck, as you can see in the right-hand side picture. It's going through the father's hand.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember. But like what I'm saying is, it looks very blue. Don't they bleed
Yeah.
green?
Yeah, it is, but it is quite. I mean, it's like fluorescent green, isn't it? So,
But what I'm saying
yeah.
is, can you remember in the movie when they, what was it, more of a bluey tint? I can't remember.
no, I don't think it's very, very blue. It might just be, as we always say, it might just be lighting. But,
A lot of detail
yeah,
on that face.
yeah, a lot of it. It's just so good. The eyes look better as well.
There's separate rolling eyeballs features as well. That's something that the feral predator needed.
Yeah,
It's very detailed, to be fair. Like, I mean, I kind of sometimes I check out when I'm not too interested, but like it is a detailed, intricate part. Like in, you know, like even with the kind of dreads and little beads on the dreads and stuff like that, and the detail in the mask alone, and then all kind of like the mixed material. You're in on this, yeah?
yeah. I'm in on this one. I'm going to pick this one up. It'll go really good with Deck and Theo.
He looks like a Viking. Of course, he's getting it.
Yeah, yeah. True. I
It
see
does,
the base
yeah.
looks a bit different to what we normally get. It seems to be. I don't know. Have we seen that shape before?
Yeah, that's the quarter scale base.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It's like the
Suppose it just
bigger one.
gives you an idea of the
Venom's
biggest,
got that as well.
Anyone else? Jim? You haven't seen the movie, so you're probably not interested.
Yeah, I haven't seen the film, and yeah, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. He looks bloody incredible, doesn't he? I mean, that head sculpt alone would sell me on this. Never say never. We'll see. Time will tell.
I think you'll change your mind when you see it, Jim.
Maybe.
If this,
I hope I like the film.
if it sits, then I'd be tempted, but I don't think it will.
Yeah. It's not something I PO. It's something it'll be a wait and see figure for me.
Thanks for
Because
being
I'd
here,
probably-
Akira.
I'd probably get this over the Deck, if I'm honest, and then him, Jungle
That
Hunter.
comes with the
and-
Android though, doesn't it? Which is
Yeah, he does, but I'm just thinking of representation of predators, and I'm not keen on that design.
That's fair. That's a
Deck.
fair point. This one does have
And him-
more of a.
if you add
traditional predator
him-
look.
The Jungle Hunter, the Feral.
If you've got any of the AVP predators, he'd look really good with them as well. I think.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah,
look really
yeah.
good with those.
Like the Celtic and Scarman.
What are the odds that we just wake up some morning in the next few weeks or months and it's like an update page for the Jungle Hunter and they've adjusted the height? Like,
I think that will happen.
do you think it will? Because like,
Yeah.
I know that Dean Knight really did a detailed breakdown on the issues with the 2.0, and Connor Hot Toys Hotline knows that Jungle Hunter inside out. And I don't have the Jungle Hunter. I only have the Feral Predator from Prey, but like I need the Jungle Hunter because it is the best Predator movie in my eyes anyway. So I'll have to live with the inaccuracies, which I don't like, but it's either, okay, do I want a figure that's flawed or do I want no figure? I think I'll make my peace with some of the inaccuracies that I probably wouldn't notice. However,
Yeah, like,
the height thing,
That's
like that's going to be tough to ignore if they do a Dutch and they're the same size. You know what I mean? That's just like,
yeah.
because the Feral Predator towers over other figures. I presume this guy, well, we saw this guy's, okay, he's towering over Deck. Deck's a bad example because Deck's a runt of a litter. But, you know, the whole point of 6th scale is that a Thanos looks that much bigger than a Captain America. Like, that's the whole point of the scaling. So I really hope Central Cal, for our sakes, that...
human sized? Is he meant to be
Eyes
like the size
smaller,
of
I think.
a human?
I think
Yeah.
he's smaller even.
Like small
Yeah,
human,
that's
but he's
huge.
kind of like
Yeah.
your size, Jim.
Oh,
Well,
harsh.
that's just rude.
Oh,
That's just rude.
oh. I think when we meet up, you're gonna have to challenge him to an arm wrestle and completely emasculate him. That's what you're gonna have to do
Oh,
for
yeah,
that
we
comment.
can do
Like,
that.
you know.
I'm not challenging Jim to an arm
Yeah.
wrestle.
Now with those tiny hands, you're not.
No,
Oh!
I'm not. It'll flash you. I'll never draw again.
I got your back, Jim. All right. Anyone have any closing thoughts on this? Or
Hey, this is probably a bit crazy, but he'd look quite good next to Balin's skull and shin, wouldn't he? Got like the same.
yeah, actually, a similar
That's
armor.
actually, that's a good shout.
Go to the same tailor.
Yeah. Anyone, any thoughts, or anyone want me to move on to a certain photo on this that you want to comment on, or ending it all? Okay, so Harrison is it a day one? Have you purchased already, or are you definitely?
I will be tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. So as close enough to day one, and no one else is getting this, but some people appreciate it and some people don't, from what I can tell. All right, Jim.
What's the bottom left?
The bottom left is a character called the Watcher. It's a Marvel character. He would have featured in like a lot of different comic books, and they actually used him in the
What if?
What If? Yeah, exactly. He's all seeing, but he doesn't kind of interfere. So the question is like, what are you watching at the moment? Like, what are you guys like? I don't know what series are you binging at the moment, or what movies maybe if you watched over the weekend, or any recommendation? Or yourself, David? Like anything at all?
The only thing that I'm watching at the moment is Daryl Dixon season 3.
Ah,
Which,
right.
Yeah, I didn't even know
How's
there
it
was a
going?
season 3. I sort of tuned out for some
Yeah.
reason. I love season 1 and 2. And we were browsing Now TV, me and Katie, the other night, thinking what should we watch. And then we saw that season 3 was there, and we were both very excited about that.
Yeah.
So watching that, so far it's fantastic. I'm loving it. And I love the little pop-up. No spoilers, I don't think. From Stephen Merchant, I enjoyed seeing him in there as well. Bit of British in the Walking Dead.
Stephen
Big guy,
Merchant is Ricky Gervais's friend, isn't he?
Yeah. Poor bloke. He'll always be known
Yeah.
as that.
He was in Logan, man. In Logan.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'll go now because mine's kind of ties into yours. So obviously I'm rewatching The Walking Dead. I'm cutting through it like a hot knife through butter. Nearly finished season 8. Really enjoying this. Is the third time I've done this, but I'm only going to go up as far as season 9, episode 5, because that's when Rick departs. And I was telling Megan then, I think that's where kind of the wheels are starting to come off. I am noticing. I think Ezekiel and that whole hear ye, the kingdom. How it's just dumb. It's stupid. The character doesn't work in live action. I've told he's great in the comics, but I was literally telling Megan, I was like midway through season 5 or something about a few weeks ago, and I said, you know what I love about this? There's no humor in it, because there shouldn't be. Like, there shouldn't be any humor. It's harrowing. It's tough to watch. It's like, you know, life or death stuff. There shouldn't be like stupid humor interjected into it. It ruins the atmosphere. But then Ezekiel comes on. I'm like, this is so stupid. This is just come thou to the kingdom. This is like Shakespeare. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So the wheels are starting to come off it. But then Negan's kind of holding together. But I'm going to watch up as far as season 9, episode 5. Rick's in the final episode for a brief part. I'll watch that. And then there's a cameo he does in, I think, Fear the Walking Dead or something, one of the spin-offs. And then we're going to watch the Michonne. We're basically going to follow Andrew Lincoln's arc. I'm excited about watching the Rick and Michonne show. So it kind of ties into what you're watching there. And I might actually give the Daryl show my go.
Another take on Ezekiel, just really quickly. Do you not think it sort of speaks to the nature of the end of the world? It's sort of like, if you think about it, it's sort of like the Jimmies in 28 years later. Very different, you know, a slightly different tone, a very different tone. But it's just like, I don't know. I think the Jimmys is more of like an untamed power. Do you know what I mean? Like they've just gone a bit
I
wild.
haven't seen it, so I don't know. I've heard of
I've
them,
not
but
seen it
I
yet.
haven't
I just
seen
know
it.
that obviously we
Yeah,
saw them at the end
yeah.
of the first one, right?
Yeah.
But I think people would sort of lose the plot at the end of the world, wouldn't they? So I think that's sort of the aspect.
Doesn't-
I see it from.
I just can't. Even with that, I get what you're saying. People are gonna like abandon hope, or people will latch onto things to mentally cope. But it really did take me out of the show, and I remember going, "This is where the wheels start coming off for me personally." But maybe that's just a
I
me
think
thing.
that's
Like
the angle
you know,
they were going for. I think that's
Yeah.
the angle they were going for.
yeah, because I'm interested to see him in the comic, the comics. I did it. I bit the bullet on them.
Nice.
So they're not in yet, so they're not part of my new this week or anything like that. But they'll be. It's going to take me a long time to read them. I don't want to just, I don't want to just go head first into them, just burrow through them. Because with a comic, you kind of have to. I think you kind of have to read and actually you read I read the pains, and then I like to admire the artwork, and it's not like burning through a book, like, you know what I mean. I just so maybe like I'll read one of them and I'll relax for a while and read another one, and kind of coincide it with maybe the figures coming out or something. What about yourself, Bob? You were mentioning Mr. Mercedes. Are you still watching that, or?
Yeah, Mr. Mercedes, we finished. That was really good. It took quite a turn, but I recommend that. 3 seasons. I think it's 10 episodes a season, 45 minutes each, with Brendan Gleeson. Is it? Big Irish.
Is it Donal? Is the young fella or the old fella?
No, the old fella.
Oh yeah, Brendan. Yeah.
Really, really good characters. We've just started watching about 3 episodes into The Lowdown with Ethan Hawke on Disney. That's quite refreshing. Set in Tulsa. He's like some sort of he's going after kind of like the KKK and stuff like that. So it's quite humorous. He's quite a character. So I recommend that. I've just been watching all the Alien films again. Done Romulus, AVP, Alien 3 last week. And the only other thing that's filling my time, which I will recommend on YouTube, is Larry Grayson's Generation Game from the 1970s, which is worth a watch.
If we watch it, will it help us prepare
comedy.
for your questions?
Maybe.
Helpful.
Yeah.
When
Harrison?
comedy was funny.
Yeah. Comedy stopped in 2005, lads. Just letting you know.
That's right.
Harrison.
I haven't been watching too much lately. I've been trying to catch up on some games, but I have been sitting with the kids more and going back through sort of older films that I enjoyed when I was younger and introducing them to some different ones. So we just did all the Men in Black movies. That was their first time watching all of that.
Oh, nice.
So that was really fun to watch all of them, and brought back some memories watching them as a kid. And then we did Tron the other night. We're going to do all the Tron movies and then watch the new one. And it was interesting to sit down and watch it and watch something that's so old. I'm trying to not make them, but like my sister's the worst for it. She will not watch anything that's older than 2000. So I'm trying to get my kids to watch some older movies, and like my daughter said she really loved it and it was really good, but I did think that they would struggle with Tron, with how that looks. But no, it's been good just going back to some older movies that are really good and just seeing what they think of it.
Have you shown them Small Soldiers yet?
No, Small Soldiers is on the list.
Needs to be on the top of the list. That's
That's a great shout.
Yeah,
that's a good flick. Yeah.
Done. What are some of the other ones we've done? Like Balto, A Dinosaur Story. There are some older ones I'm trying to.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Oh, we've done all the Disney ones. There's nothing. We've done every single one of them on repeat.
Land Before Time. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yep. We've got those.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah,
no, I'm not wanting to
Ending
say
Story.
anything about dogs, Jim. No, not doing it.
It's so
All
sad.
Dogs Go to Heaven is great.
Yeah,
The
I know, but
horse.
it's sad. It's about dogs. I can't do it.
The Never Ending Story is one of the saddest death scenes you'd ever see, man.
The horse.
Watership Down.
Watership Down, yeah. It's harrowing. Like,
Not
have you
for
ever
kids,
rewatched that
no.
as like an adult?
No,
Yeah.
that's awful. That film.
I watched it as a kid, but jeez.
I wouldn't
I
put my
did.
kids through that.
No, it's torture.
What about yourself, Phil?
Funny enough, Harrison mentioned in Tron, and I've sat and watched the 3 Tron movies with Isaac over the weekend. I haven't seen the 2 newer ones, so they were okay. I watched Ballerina Saturday night, I think it was, and The Rip on Netflix. I quite enjoyed
That's
that.
the
It was,
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, it was quite good. I enjoyed it. It's a sort of a, you haven't really got to think about it kind of movie, so I thought so.
That's literally what I was going to say, because they were interviewed on Joe Rogan, and they were saying that making a movie for Netflix is so different to making a movie that's going to be a theatrical release, because Netflix would literally say, right, we need something in the first 5 minutes to get the audience attention. Can you just like blow something up straight away so like they're invested, because these people are watching on their phones. And then they said, and also what you need to do is repeat the storyline in exposition at least 2 to 3 times, because again, people are watching on their phone, you know. So it's like,
yeah, you literally, there's the plot is straightforward, and a couple of guys I know watched it said, "Oh, I didn't realize that was going on." And I said, "It was obvious within the first scenes. It was sort of obvious what was going on." But
yeah,
it was cleverly done. It was okay, and as I say, it was just one of those ones you could flick on and not have to think about.
That was one of my issues with Stranger Things, the season 5. It was just like every second episode was like, you know, and this phone is Vecna, and this iPod holder, this is Will's mind, and we're going to put the mind into. It's like, lads, we're not all morons. We're not all like, and I know you just want to show that. Look, guys, a VHS and a Walkman, they're from the 80s. We get it, but you didn't have to be doing it like, you know. Just
no.
I come on. I don't know. You are. I suppose they're competing with the smartphone or the iPad or the second screen or whatever. Like, yeah. So, what about yourself, Jim?
I feel like I'm going through a bit of like TV show movie burnout at the moment. There's like nothing that's particularly massively gripped my attention or made me excited to watch TV apart from, and normally I hate reality TV, but apart from The Traitors, absolutely fantastic. I love that show. Complete sucker for it all the time. So we just watched that. That was really good. Watching Landman season 2, that's pretty solid. That's like a nice Sunday
to get on that
chill film.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's good.
Season 1 was good.
Billy Bob Thornton is brilliant, and it's Taylor
He's
Sheridan. I'll
fantastic.
pretty much watch whatever he writes. So
He's just got such good banter in that, in this.
Weirdly, I
show as well.
didn't realize it was Demi Moore until about 6 episodes into the first season. I was like, it's Demi Moore.
And-
Wow.
you know what I
In
like
season
about him
2
as
more.
well. He doesn't pander. He doesn't really pander to the extreme left. Like, he kind of just writes the story. Do you know what I mean? If there's bad guys in it, there's bad guys in it. Do you know? And you know, it's like it doesn't. Not everything has to be all like. Yeah, he's not like. He's not. He seems to be just writing a good story instead of prioritizing DEI. Like, you know, it's like, you know, which I do like. It's just like he's just write us a story. Do you know? You don't.
All of his stuff's quite like that. He's got so many shows out now, Taylor Sheridan. It's
Yeah, he's a writing machine. Do you know?
He must have had them banked for years or something like that, and then just had them all just.
Well, you know
knocked
the
out,
story.
is what I'd always assume.
I think he was an actor, and no one would employ him. He was struggling to get roles. So he's all right. I'm just going to write my own shows. He did that in some.
That's a great workaround.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you know,
something like $900 or something he had in his account, and just sold something to Paramount, and then
So that's why he puts himself in all of his shows, then, so he can.
Smart.
probably, yeah.
But you know, in
yeah,
Yellowstone,
makes
the
sense.
ranch called the Sixes, that's a real ranch which he now owns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh wow!
yeah, and
Fair play to him.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Got a hats off, like, you know. Yeah.
That's a fair point.
But right. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. And David.
Crow.
Straight away. We are talking about the
Say
Crow.
what you
It's
mean.
time.
Bro.
And I believe Iron King champ as well. So if David didn't pick it, I was going to pick it as well. These people want to talk about the Crow. So I will just share this tab and okay. So do you want to give us? Do you want to just give us an overall like synopsis, or will I just flick through the price tiers before you give your take, or do you want to take us through these? There's
I mean, you can go through the tiers if you like. That probably makes sense, right?
So there's let me see, standard edition. This is the only sculpted, I believe. It's €379. I'm not going to read all the stuff out. But...
No, it has, however, got like the thing that they did with the INART Superman. It's got like a little bit of mixed media for the hair, which I'm not a massive fan of, but I think it looks good either way.
Yeah, the deluxe edition then, which does have the rooted hair, and you're going to have to help me out here. Is it the same thing, just with rooted hair?
Yeah, you get the deluxe rooted hair, pretty much the same thing. You've got deluxe gold, which you then get a couple of extra pieces, and you get the headstone diorama. And then the only difference between the deluxe gold and the exclusive is that you get that huge window diorama with another crow, I believe, as well.
I'm telling you right now, if this was floating my boat, David, there'd be no other one that I'd be getting. I want that. I want that bloody window. I saw it. I thought that looked amazing. But it's I only watched this movie last Halloween. It wasn't for me. But look, give us your thoughts. Have you gone? Do you think it's good? Which one have you ordered? Have you ordered something? How do you feel about the 50% deposit? What do you think?
I think I spoke to Fabio, funnily enough, in one of the groups, because I actually shared the sentiment of like they shared no details on any pricing or anything. We didn't even have a faint indicator because this is a new line, and I felt initially that it was a little bit not misleading, but in not saying anything about the pricing, they weren't giving people enough time to actually consider their options. You know, this is a new line. We don't know where this price point is going to be. It's completely new for Kaustic plastic. But with that and the 50% deposit, he sort of explained, you know, they're a smaller company. You know, we're talking smaller than INART here. And if people, I think they said they get 30% people cancel, you know, upon they start shipping, and that's going to take them out if they don't charge those 50% deposits. I went for the exclusive because, like you, Shane, I need that window. I'm going to have the window. I'm going to somehow backlight it so it looks a bit murky, and then have him on the chair facing inwards. I think that's going to look just incredible. But I've got everything good to say about this. Nothing negative, and I'm so excited for this because it's sort of, I know we've got a lot of third parties knocking about, and a lot of them are fantastic. Most of them are fantastic in the realm that they operate in. But I feel like with the battle that we've been having recently with Hot Toys and INART, I feel like Player 3 has entered the game now.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah.
in and going, you know, we're doing this. I mean, this looks incredible. If it's like, even if we get like a 10% drop off on this sculpt, it will still look amazing. They've come in with a new eye technology, RCES, which stands for crystal awesomeness or something, I don't know, which just looks incredible as well. And it's just, yeah, it definitely Player 3 has entered the game. You know, I want them to come along and make INART look like child's play. Only so INART come along and go, okay, well, we're going to step it up again, and then we're all eating good, right? And I feel like Kaustic plastic potentially start to level up, if you will, in size, get to the size of INART, and start pumping out some really cool IPs with some really high quality stuff. So yeah,
that's why I'm interested. Because I see rooted hair here, assuming that there's no drop off from prototype to final, and that's a big assumption. I see INART styled rooted hair, but I have been wrong before, because the first time I saw the artisan prototype images for the artisan light side Anakin, I was blown away, and it did not turn out like that. Whereas this here, if the product turns out as good as a prototype, I will be thinking, okay, what other niche licenses are they going to get for figures for movies that I love? I just want to say one thing. I like. Look, this is a movie that got by me. I saw the gothic nature of it, and this is at a time where I'd seen a lot of people in Ireland dressed like goths and not make it look cool. And it really was really off-putting, that style. Sorry if you're watching now and you're a goth. It's just not something that I ever found cool. And obviously this leads heavily into that kind of goth thing. So I always went, yeah, I don't want to watch that. I watched the Halloween. It's not for me. But I really wish I liked it because I do think this looks incredible. The likeness seems amazing. The hair is amazing. I think at the right amount of accessories. I'll tell you one thing. I'd be posing it. I would be like you. I get that window, and I'd pose it. I'd need to be posing with the leather jacket. I'd have to incorporate that 6-scale guitar, even if it's just hanging the strap and the shotgun, and get that, you know, the crow and the actual physical crow in there somehow as well, just to incorporate as much of the goodness and accessories that you get and take full advantage of the value of that, like near €700 price tag. I am impressed. I hope for the people that want this, it turns out as good as the prototype. But yeah, it's very, very cool. So that's my take on it. But
I honestly think it's going to be very close to the prototype. I do. I think Kaustic Plastic, this is the first in the Maestro line. If they fumble this one, you know, the line will be DOA. I don't think they'll let that happen from what I've seen.
do you have any other thoughts on it, Dave, before I go someone else?
No, I'll let someone else harp on about this. I'll leave the stage.
So, David, you've got the top tier one locked.
Yeah,
Don't
I
order-
paid in full to get the 10% off. Yeah,
And who did you order from? Directly from Kaustic?
directly from Kaustic. Yeah.
Yeah, the 50% deposit thing, it doesn't really bother me. Now, people will be saying, yeah, well, Shane, it's not going to bother you. You haven't bought it. Well, I ordered the Terminator at the time where I thought there was only one figure. We're going to get to that. And I paid the full $426 because I was getting $4 off. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like
Discount with a decade, wasn't it?
the 50% thing. I can see where they're coming from as a company. And I know that if I was like, no, I really want this. But the thing is, I don't cancel things. So it's like, it's very, I don't even know if I've ever cancelled. I know on Sideshow, I had on order the Mark 85. And then when I saw the battle damaged, I was like, that's a superior figure. I prefer battle damage. You can recreate that iconic scene. I messaged them and said, here, look, I have the Mark 85 on order, but now the Mark 85 battle damage is put up for pre-order, and I prefer that one, and it's a few dollars more expensive. Can I transfer my NRD? And I said, no, tell you what we'll do. We will cancel your order, we'll refund your NRD, and then you yourself can purchase it. I don't think they do that anymore. I did that for the Mark 85 clean to battle damage and for the Thanos to clean to battle damage. My point is that I typically don't, if I commit to buy something, I get it. Do you know what I mean? 99% of the time. So this here, if this was something that really floated my boat, I'd be like, okay, it's a big ask, I'm putting down 50%, but I would look at it as a positive. A, I'm going to get it anyway. B, when I get the invoice, it's only a 50% invoice. Do you get me? As opposed to like putting down a 10% and having to pay 90 and putting it on the long finger. Like that's what I did for Daryl, paid in full, Terminator paid in full. So there's two things out of my list of pre-order, which is too long in my opinion anyway, that I have. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. The 112th 1989 Batwing as well, because it was a crowd kind of like a, but a back to build type of thing. Paid that for full. So it's nice having a few things that are paid in full. So that's the way I would look at this. I personally don't have an issue with it, but I think people are saying it's a lot or whatever like that. Anyone else?
This is probably the best figure that I'm never going to get, unfortunately.
That's a good line.
Yeah, agreed.
The head sculpt is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it, like David just said, it mentioned if the likeness is even 10% worse off than this, it's still going to be a good head sculpt. It's unbelievable. And if I was getting it, I'd have to go all in. And again, I agree with you, Shane. You're paying for the figure, whether it's now, 12 months time, whatever the case may be. So, and I've done like the HasLab things in the past where they're crowdfunding figures. It's not an issue. I don't see why people are moaning about it. It's outstanding. It's absolutely remarkable, this thing.
I agree with, so Moose went for the same thing David did, pre-ordered the exclusive version, paid it off 100% and saved 10%. I would be doing that as well. I think you made the right move, David. It's a big ask, but at least you're like, it's paid off. I've got 10%, and I don't have to worry about getting a big invoice.
Yeah, by the time it rolls around, like Q3 27, it'll basically be free by my logic. So it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Because you out of sight, out of mind. You've paid for it.
Yeah.
you have Tim Harvey here as well. I believe Tim Harvey is an admin for the Kaustic Plastic community. I think he runs a Facebook group or something like that. So yeah, thanks for being here. You lots of positive stuff said here about this particular thing, the figure. Got Ian H and Silverfox. Even guys, the Crow exclusive was an immediate PO. The window diorama is cinematic history. Absolutely. Scene that Brandon was actually killed. So he must have been standing in front of that when he was shot. And I have caustic plastic figures and no drop off from Proto. Good stuff. Good to know. Good to know.
I would buy that window diorama if it was on its own, just because I wouldn't get the Crow, but that would just make, like, for photography and such, like, such a cool diorama piece to use in photos. I would buy that on its own. I think it's just a really nice offer in that. And the gravestones.
So that's exactly what Mandy said. She said she doesn't want the figure, but that diorama, she really wants it. Yeah, she wants it to, like, what was it, her Wednesday? That was it.
Okay, this is splitting hairs, but that Crow needs work.
I don't any company
it actually looks alright.
Yeah, it does look alright, but I don't think any company does the 1/6 animals that well.
True.
Like Crypto from Hot Toys was obviously stellar work, but apart from that, like the Crypto from INART, it's nearly there. You know, it's just how much time do they sink into this?
I don't know. Would you even consider the Crypto from INART stellar work though? Because it was stronger than the Hot Toys, but people were still kind of saying that it wasn't great. But I do agree it was better than the Hot Toys. Or looks better. But I mean, I'm only splitting hairs here. Do you know what? It's just because the head sculpt, the head sculpt looks like a human being.
It does, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it highlights. It's because it's so good. It's nearly a compliment that we're going. The Crow doesn't look great, but the head sculpt looks so good.
I've got Han Solo's pet dog, and that looks all right.
You what?
I said I've got Han Solo's pet dog.
I'm with you. I'm sorry, I just want to zoom in on this guitar here. Even look at the little fraying of the chord.
Quality of their figures is top drawer. I had the Nosferatu figure, and just the quality of the build, the weight of it, the base, it was like quality throughout.
Now, Shane,
to get that quality.
We will both know, Shane, that shouldn't be nylon strings on that guitar. That would not work.
We're really splitting hairs now, but that's you need a steel string. That's not actually a cord.
Look at the fingers, though. Look at the fingers, like the nails are painted and the cuticles and everything. It's incredible.
There's a bit of dirt as well. It looks like a bit of dirt on it. It's funny.
The
They should have.
a bit funny, isn't it? It doesn't look like a manly hand, does it?
It looks like your hands, to be honest, man.
Actually, not
You started it with Jim.
This.
Why don't they add the? Maybe. I wonder, will they actually put metal strings on them? I know that's a real nitpick, but it would look better if they could put tiny ones on it. I bet you if they don't, some customizer you can send off and they'll do it for you.
Yeah,
I reckon it'd be quite difficult.
1/6 guitars.
Yeah.
The Crow I think looks better than anything that INART and Hot Toys are doing as far as those smaller creatures are concerned.
I kind of agree.
I quite liked Eagly, but he still was plastic. It was just it was kind of comical because I think this is how I'd have him displayed. I'd want to use that jacket. I'd want to go for the rooted. I'd want to have the guitar. I'd just sling it over the shoulder like that, and then I might put the shotgun in the left hand though, just to balance it out. Maybe. Well, actually, it looks really cool like that, to be honest.
Jackets like this only look good in movies. I always feel like when I see them in real life on people, they look
100%.
100%.
Totally.
Like, oh yeah.
100%.
It's anything like that. Like I saw a guy not too long ago wearing a Pharrell Williams hat, or what's the other guy called? Will I Am. It's like, dude, there's celebrities that can get away with it. You not so much.
You've got to be famous, haven't you?
Famous.
Yeah. But like I'll say, full length coats that are not leather are nice. Like I've seen that you see a lot of people around winter wearing ones that are just material, but the leather ones are just like, you just watched The Matrix, didn't you?
Yeah,
and,
they're a bit
or you know what I mean? It's like,
well, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, I think Blue
that looks so good.
Blue Tattoo brings up a really good point. I think I would have paid more money for an extra sculpt, like the smirking, when he's bowing in the film, like the smirking type sculpt. I would have quite enjoyed. They did get rid of the angry sculpt, didn't they? For costs savings.
It's good for companies to do that. I know third-party companies like Lim Toys did it with the Arthur Morgan. They've slowly released loads of different sculpts. I can see people getting in for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he must have detuned that guitar down to drop A. So for those that don't know, basically really, really, really low metal bands would typically play in drops. Well, drop D or C probably, maybe lower, but drop A.
Yeah, drop A. It's like Slipknot territory, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't even think that's a thing. Like,
language,
I think most they do things in drop C. I think, but like drop A,
Drop-
right.
Yeah,
Just strings were just hanging on the ground, like. Does anyone else beside David picking this up, or Harrison? You're very quiet there. Any interest in The Crow, or is it just not for you?
It's not for me, but it is very, very good. I would personally have him actually in the chair. I like the way he's sitting in the chair. I think that looks really, really good. I could see have him on the chair in front of the window, guitar leaning up against the chair.
You want to incorporate those accessories, don't you?
Yeah.
Whether, even if he's not holding them.
Yeah, exactly.
Where
But yeah,
is there
it's really
any?
good.
Is there any image of him sitting in the chair?
Yeah,
Yeah, there is somewhere.
So I've
just
gone
not with the coat
through.
on.
I think I've gone through. All right, yeah, I got you now, Dakota. I think I went through all of these. And there's different images.
Yeah, there's
so
different pictures for each.
I'll go down to this and maybe just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, you don't get it with the standard, so I think it'll probably be here.
All right. I love the look of that coat, man. Even when the hands in the pockets, it looks so natural.
It's mind blowing. It's
There
absolutely
he is.
incredible, that figure.
So
Done well to keep the layers thin
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, haven't they? When he's got it on.
yeah,
That looks.
and his physique looks like I remember,
Yeah.
like he's kind of lean.
Is he?
Yeah.
I wonder is he slouched in the chair, or is he sort of sat back? Because I wonder if the legs extend a bit like Wednesdays did to make him sit down better.
Don't know. Doesn't seem to be any. There's no image of his legs. Well, not when he's in the chair anyway.
I mean, this is Daryl Dixon level of sculpt, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
10 out of
Very
10
good.
easily.
Yeah, rewatching The Walking Dead just definitely. Yeah, I'm glad I ordered those Walking Dead ones because it was kind of 50-50, but yeah, it was a good call. All right. Tim's saying that like some good stuff is coming out of. They have a convention in Nuremberg, and that will they make some announcements there, Tim? Tim's in the know. Let us know, Tim. Well, let us know. But he seems to be. He's kind of saying that there's going to be some good stuff announced. So
I'd be interested in no more
yeah.
licenses they have
Yeah.
more trying to acquire. Yeah.
because like they could just pick up one that's just like, yeah, I do love that movie. Like, because this is like, there's obviously Marvel DC Star Wars, gotcha, and then there's the likes of Lord of the Rings. There's the kind of 80s and 90s Alien, Predator, Terminator, RoboCop, that kind of stuff, and then there's the kind of up and coming Netflix stuff. But there's still a load of movies out there that like you don't really see things like Blade Runner. Imagine they got Blade Runner.
Are they doing the Labyrinth figure that I see?
Yeah,
Kaustic
they are,
is doing that. Yeah.
That looks incredible, that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Calvin.
Bowie fans out there as well.
Calvin's gonna be so disappointed. Calvin, this movie got by me, and he only actually watched it in October around Halloween last year, and it wasn't for me, Calvin. Unfortunately, it didn't. I know you're a big Crow fan, and you've been watching it since you're a kid, but it just didn't land right for me. So, but I think the figure is amazing, and I'm kind of wished I liked the movie more because I think I'd be interested in this. So, and Ian is saying, yeah, he's making the David Bowie Labyrinth figure and the Conan they've got coming up as well. Tim Harvey saying they will show off stuff that they've been working on. I've seen it. It's incredibly good stuff. All right. Okay. So I just want to go through some basics. This won't take a minute. So really, really quickly, thank you. If you're watching, we got 44 people watching live. We had over 50 at one stage. If if you are watching now, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bell notification icon. Consider becoming a channel member. It is greatly appreciated, but there's no obligation. We're at 5,538 subscribers. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you could go over to 16 Figure Focus on Instagram, I'm coming close to 2,250 subs or followers. Just need 3 more to get that 2,250. That's where I post all of the links to any shows I do or any unboxings, reviews, pre-order previews, shorts and reels, and sometimes figure photography. So yeah, go over there, hit us a follow, stay up to date. Shout out to the channel members where we have 2 tiers. 1 tier is Troopers, so shout out to the Troopers. Figurecraft, Keith Lee, Demo Doom, Collectors Universe, 16 Mike, Viking Collectibles, Positive Fandom, Yomo, Shiny, Ben Thomas Show, Dogito, Her Geeky Side, 16 Shooter, Figures and Fandom, Howard Potts, H and Silver Fox, Brian Wong, Jim Collector, Lance Knott's Nerd Corner, Mike L, and Ryan Smith. Shiny, you're the man. Also want to give a shout out to the Commanders because they have their YouTube handle displayed with all the content like this, like producers. Rest in peace, Mark Mitchell. So we have finally YouTube have paid out the December earnings, and this is the receipt email kind of notification that I got when we donated the money to Children's Health Ireland. They're an organisation here in Ireland that work closely with Crumlin and Temple Street hospitals to raise money so that 6 children can have life-saving operations. So in December, all of the channel revenue, ad revenue, revenue from the members, the troopers, the commander, anyone who dropped a super chat or super sticker or super thanks or anything like that, got added up, and we raised €425 for Children's Health Ireland. Now, usually how this works, because I've done this every year for the last 3 years, they get a letter in the post, maybe in a week or 2 time, it'll say, thanks for your donation. By the way, if you give us your tax details and stuff like that, we can actually increase that €425 amount by another percentage. So it just means that they claim back some of the tax that I paid, and it gets even higher. So if and when that happens again this year, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. I will keep you updated on that. But huge thanks to people who have donated. That is greatly appreciated. Even like watching, you're helping because you contribute to the ad revenue. If you're a channel member, you help. And it's like some people were very, very dangerous, generous with their generous with their super chats, and a lot of people were like super chatting multiple times, and it was greatly appreciated. So we'll do it again next year, and we'll hopefully break that record. So thank you. All right, Phil, there's not much left, but what do you want to talk about?
We'll go new then, please.
Okay, take it away, Phil.
So some of you know that I build scale model aircraft. I went to a show yesterday. First time I've been to a show probably since I was 10, 11 years old with my dad.
An air show?
A scale model show.
Oh, cool.
So pick this beast up.
Bye. Oh, Vulcan, nice.
Wow.
Some wingspan on that.
Nice.
What scale is it? Is it
Lovely.
172?
It's 1/72nd, yeah, and it's massive.
Right.
This is currently retailing for 75 quid, and I had it for 20. I could not.
They had it for
believe
20 at the...
Blimey.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. That's a
Yeah,
bit of
so
a steal. So
So hell of a bargain
Nice.
there. So yeah.
how long does it take you? I know it's kind of like how long is a piece of string, like, but typically from start to finish, build and paint and everything.
The smaller sort of 1/72nd, like fighter planes, like Spitfires, that sort of thing, I could probably do in a weekend, depending on paint schemes and everything else. But that's going to probably take at least a month, I would imagine,
Yeah.
because obviously you paint the cockpit, you build the cockpit, paint the cockpit, then you build the inside, paint the inside, and it's quite repetitive. Some of it's quite repetitive, but it can take a while, and just airbrushing that alone, once it's built, the schemes are there. That's just going to take a while, and then you can
And
buy
you have
like
a tiny little airbrush, yeah?
yeah. So the airbrush is, I don't know, sort of
How does that work?
6 inches.
Do you put it into a tank and it draws the paint up and then sprays it out?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll grab off, you know.
We'll just see all this green paint going along his lens, like, and he's gone. While he's getting that there, anyone else pick up anything?
Go,
He's back. He's back. He's back. Welcome to Arts and Crafts with Phil.
Arts and crafts with
Bob
Phil.
Ross moment.
Yeah. So that's the airbrush.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind.
That's the compressor. So it's quite neat.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, just plug it into a wall. You fill up a little pot like that.
Okay.
Oh,
Screws
is that
on.
open at the top, Phil? Is it?
It's just a little pops off.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Sure, that's a paint gun. I've seen similar things to this.
Yeah, cars you're probably thinking of, Jimmy. Something larger scale. But yeah, you can imagine this is fine for the smaller fighter aircraft, but it's going to take some doing to do that. That Vulcan will.
And does it spray it on evenly, like, or is there a bit of a skill? There must be a bit of skill to it, is there?
Again, it depends on the schemes, because if you've got like the typical World War II RAF schemes where, or the RAF World War II schemes, you've got to sort of mask wavy lines onto the wings. So you put a mask on, you'll spray. Normally, I find it easier to use. Say, for example, the Spitfire green and grey. So I'll do the entire body grey, and then I'll mask and then do the green over the top. Do you know what I mean?
Why would you why do you do the entire body grey? Is that just sort of paint stands out more? Or?
It's otherwise you're trying to sort of do the grey, do the green. Whereas if you do it all grey and then you're only masking up to spray the green on top.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, like a base colour, and then.
So
yeah, gotcha.
It's quite a complex paint design on that Vulcan as well, isn't there? It's like quite a unique.
There's two options. One is the V bomber, which is you had the 3 V bombers, didn't you? And it's like a creamy white scheme.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing that in air shows as a kid, and it was always the camo version, which is the one.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
Is that the one that went to the Falklands, possibly? So I'll be going with that.
Probably around the 80s, wasn't it? Yeah. Awesome, Phil.
So,
cool.
Thanks, guys.
How much one of those compressors on a air?
This was.
airbrush.
I mean, you. It's like anything. I mean, I can probably.
You get what you pay for, type of thing.
Yeah, you can spend sort of £500 on a really, really good airbrush and what have you. I think I paid. This was in a sale, so I had it for around 60. And so far, touch wood, it's been brilliant.
Basically, what we're asking is, did you go for the INART airbrush or did you go for the Hot Toys one? That's what we're asking. Do you know?
Neither, actually. I probably went third party, but no.
Third party, custom. Anyone else pick up anything? Sorry, were you done, Phil?
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Sorry to bore you with.
No, I find it interesting.
No, I do this. I've done the same, Phil. They're great fun. I did a Viking longboat once.
He only does Viking things. Yeah.
There's a bit of a feat there, isn't there?
And that was really good. There were
some really good ones in this show yesterday, because people build anything from gaming lines, movies. This guy had it was the Normandy battle sort of diorama, and it must have been 8 foot long, and the amount of figurines and tanks, and it must have taken him years to do.
That's crazy.
But there was like a giant Warhammer character thing there as well. It must have been like 3 foot. And again, the detail in it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I used to do the little miniatures when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a patient game. Seeing like at least with the plane, like there's a surface you can aim for. Those miniatures are
I don't know how they do it, because a lot of people use airbrush on that, and I just don't know how they do it.
It's crazy.
It's like a magnifying glass job. Put something on your eye, like to zoom in on them.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I've got one of them as well.
Yeah.
I've got a headband with the magnifying
Yeah.
glass on.
All in here.
Is he like a professional lock picker, or is he like just a modeler?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you pick up anything, Harrison?
Yeah, so I got the INART Chainsaw Man that came
Wow.
in. I
cool.
got the Freddy Krueger from Dan. I got that. Is next to Michael Myers now. And then I've got a couple in the post. I've got Savage coming. I've got Denji, the other INART one, to go with Chainsaw Man, and then the Romulus Xenos coming as well.
Well,
Harrison's
you're
like
going to
the
be
new
busy.
Moose, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone else?
I've not had anything in a while, but I've imminently got the 112 Wukong for INART coming in, and I've got Jihan arriving this week as well.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, nice.
Do you know the Wukong?
Mm.
Like with the one I saw like this unboxing today. Which one is that? Like,
That's the Stone Monkey. Is it the Stone Monkey? I think it's called? Yeah.
So
I pre-ordered that today as well, funnily enough.
all right. So because there was one with a game that was extremely hard to get, and then they did the one that everyone was voting for Figure of the Year last year, and then this is the Stone Monkey. This is a different one, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
112
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
That's the 112th one.
Anyone else?
Looks like Zubaja's coming though as well. Did you see Will's unboxing?
Yeah, that confused me
Oh, yeah.
because I was like, "Oh, is that coming imminently?" Because I've not got that on pre-order, but I need it.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the need. So
David, are you
I'm
getting the
going to pick it
sister
up
as
as soon as I can. Say that again, Jim.
Are you getting the I forgot her name, the spider lady? Is it the spider lady?
No, I
Harrison?
just like the animals. I just like the animals. Yeah, stick with those.
All right. I bought this is going back about a week, but I bought the Odyssey, the Homer book.
Oh, nice.
The one that obviously the Nolan movie, The Odyssey, is based on. I just wanted to read it just to have some sort of a background. I just felt with Dune, I just felt that I got more out of the Dune movies after reading the book. I just want to kind of get the gist of the story in my head before I see the movie. I just think I'll get a bit more out of it. So I've been reading that. So far so good. Yeah, it's actually easier to follow than I thought it would be. But then again, I used to read. I wouldn't say if I said I read a lot of science books, Megan would be here going, "That's bullshit. He doesn't read anymore." Because I don't read as much as I used to, but I used to read a lot of just books on science and genetics and stuff like that. A lot of Dawkins books, and they're pretty heavy. So when you get a book with any sort of a storyline, it's like, oh, this is a lot easier to read because you're not like constantly thinking, nearly exhausted after bloody reading a chapter. So it's fine. It's like Greek gods, and the story seems fairly straightforward. They're looking for their father, who it's after the war, and Odysseus hasn't come home. And it's his son. I can't pronounce it. Is it Telemachus or Telemachus or something like that? It's the guy who Tom Holland's going to play the son, and he's gone looking for him. That's the gist of the story so far. I'm just starting it, but so got that. I'm enjoying the read. I got actually. One second.
Oh,
All right in the case.
Dangerous game.
yeah. Yeah.
Those magnets are way too strong sometimes. I must
Yeah,
admit.
they are.
100%.
You feel you're going to pull the whole cabinet over.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine wobbles like mad. It's ridiculous.
Does it?
You really have to have,
Good
especially if you're not using
technique.
bases. You have to have your
Mhm.
those feet flat. Dial in your pose. I've rushed them before and got punished. So, but nothing broke, thankfully. I'll just show you. So, I got this custom made on eBay.
Excellent. Yeah.
It's a classy looking piece, and because Anthony Daniels is coming to Dublin Comic Con at the start of March, I've locked in an autograph opportunity for him. So I think there's enough space in the bottom of that just to have it, and it sits nice. It's just like, I don't want to touch the brushed silver, so it's brushed silver, and even there's texture on the bottom. There's a little bit of grip, like so. He does a really nice job. Now the only thing, it was the price of it was fairly cheap. I think it was, I can't remember the price. I think it was about maybe £15 or something like that. So, okay, it's for a piece of plastic and a design. It's expensive if you look at it like that. But the bloody postage was about £9, and then I got stung for customs, and I was like, really? It's bloody Brexit. Like, you know, it's so I think what I'd be better off doing is if like there was people I was like, okay, I could potentially meet these people and get a few of them done. But then again, you're kind of relying on like a lot of people I want to see. They when are you like, I'm not going to travel outside of the country for them realistically. Like, okay, let's say if you're going to Star Wars Celebration, this is a good idea. You're going to Star Wars Celebration and there's people from the original trilogy that are going to be there, and you're like, right, there's 2 or 3 of them. I'll buy a 3 of them and just eat the cost and just accept it. But yeah, it's going to look nice. I'm looking forward to getting it signed, and I'll have that in front of C-3PO, and obviously C-3PO is going to be posed next to R2-D2 because why would I separate them? So I got that in, and cool. Came home today. It was absolutely torrential, and if I missed the post, I'll get a little slip, and it will say, "Look, you weren't here. Come collect it at the depot." Now, in fairness, the depot is like a 4-minute drive away. It's actually really convenient. But I literally just arrived home as the post van pulled up, and he was like, "Oh, great timing." Hands me that, and the clean T800 from Terminator 2 and K2SO. So they
very nice.
Haven't been unboxed, obviously, and I have only recently unboxed the battle damaged DX46, so I have to review that this weekend before I do anything, before I even get to them. But yeah, pretty nice haul. So yeah, that's that. All right.
Did you have to pay extra for the autograph for that, Shane, as well as?
Oh my God! Please, if you plan on breathing inside these things, there's an oxygen tax. So, the one advantage is that typically how it works is it's a €15 entry, which isn't that much. Now, maybe I have that wrong as well, because that doesn't sound right to me either. And then you have to pay X amount if you want to get a photo taken, and then X amount if you want to get an autograph taken. So it's all very much it's a money vacuum. But with the 501st, I will basically arrange to troop on the day that I have my autograph planned for, and just get in. And you know, you're not going to spend like the whole day in the kit because it's physically demanding. Like you might do like 2-3 hour stints or something like that. So I'll probably just, you know, I'll get my I basically wanted to pay for my ticket, assuming that the 501st, they usually get tickets to these events that they can give, because the organizers want people there from the 501st, you know what I mean, for photos and stuff like that. So I won't have to pay entry, and I'll just troop and then time when I'm in the kit around the time, you know, so that I'll be out of kit by the time I go and meet him, you know. So but yeah, it's look, it's not cheap, but how many of the original trilogy are still alive? I mean,
that's true.
I'm probably never going to meet Harrison Ford. Mark Hamill does do those cons. He does the Star Wars Celebration. He does a lot of those cons. So that's realistic. But like, you know, Carrie Fisher's no longer with us. Rest in peace. Jeremy Bulloch, Boba Fett is gone. Peter Mayhew's gone. I think Kenny Baker passed away, didn't he? I think he did. So
Dave Prowse, wasn't he?
Dave Prowse, yeah, Sebastian Shaw, like they're all gone, like, you know. So
I did meet Dave Prowse.
All right.
Very nice chap. He was in a wheelchair at the time. It was almost like seeing Superman in a wheelchair. You know, it's
someone who had a very physical on-screen. It is.
Carrie Fisher's another one, is she?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's another one. Yeah.
Right. So, will we talk about the Terminators really quickly? So look, I'll just flick on to this. I have a little slide here. So finally, I'm not going to dwell too much on this, but yeah, look, I pre-ordered this when it was one figure. I knew it was expensive, but I was like, right, free worldwide shipping, $422 after my $4 off. It's expensive, but this is it for me. You know, it's Terminator 1. It's an INART job. I know it'll be good. And then I got the news. Oh, it's actually a 2-pack. So fantastic. I will say, look, obviously, you know what I'm going to say. The base, they need to go full on and just give us the bloody base. It's great that we're getting another figure, and I appreciate it, but it just makes sense. this base isn't particularly impressive. There's no like road markings on it or bullet hole shells, just a base, but just give us the second base. I will say I wasn't impressed by what this figure looks like in Justin's video. And that's no shade against Justin. That's just like, this head sculpt doesn't scream INART quality to me. The rest of the figure is fine. I just think the head almost looks too wide or something. I think the likeness, I can see irony there, but not as much as I'm used to with an INART quality figure. With that being said, we've seen this happen time and time again. The prototype needs work, and then the final product is a W. So I have faith, and I'm hoping that the likeness is better in the real thing. And I do think they're going to eventually throw in the base. They do this under promise over deliver thing. They did it with the INART 4-pack. It wasn't supposed to come with one of those bases, and they did. But yeah, they're my thoughts on that, folks.
All right. So is this you have to buy the 2 figures? That's it. There's not going to be a single.
You
pack?
get 2 for the price of 1. It's the same price.
But
Yeah.
to be fair, they never, right from the start on the site, it was like it's a Terminator figure, and they were giving you an extra more battle damaged head sculpt, a battle damaged jacket, t-shirt, and pants.
Very unusual, isn't it? That's quite.
And then in the live stream, they were like, no, it's actually 2 figures.
I don't know, Shane. Did they give us the trousers originally? Because I remember someone on Facebook mentioning that the trousers weren't battle damaged, and we didn't get any.
I can't remember, but they definitely gave us it was definitely the head sculpt, jacket, and t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the trousers. I could be wrong on that. What do you think?
I think it looks fantastic. You know, I agree with your point on the sculpts. I think they're going to refine those before release. One thing I will say about this that did make me chuckle. Obviously, we've seen a few sellers. People that are in 1/6 Kits group will know that he put out the feelers saying, look, should I increase the price of this because the shipping's baked in? That caused a debate. I'm friendly with a few sellers, and one of them put the cost of this up by £15 to cover the extra shipping because it's now a double pack the size of the box and the weight is all increased. And he was getting complaints that it had increased by 15 quid. You're getting a whole new figure. You're getting a whole second figure, and you're worrying about 15 quid. I mean, honestly, come on now. The base, I agree with you, Shane. I've got no skin in that race because I don't use bases anyway. But I feel like if it's a double pack, people that do use bases, they probably should have 2 bases. And like you said, we need some road markings or something on that base because at the moment, I thought it was carpet. I didn't even know if it was a road sort of aesthetic.
I think that's because you said it though, David, to be fair.
Is it not? The only thing I'm thinking is it maybe the floor of the actual police shootout scene? Because wouldn't it make sense that he's in the police shootout outfit? It would make sense that it's the police department floor. Maybe they just had maybe it's screen accurate. I don't know, but like maybe it's just a really boring floor that they had. But and like I don't like I've definitely started using more bases recently. That DX46 light up base, it's too good not to use, especially when you have it lit up and the eye lit up. But yeah, it's just like I personally appreciate. I ordered this one as 1-pack, and I was like, it's expensive, but Terminator is it for me. But and I appreciate that they're throwing in the extra body, and now it's 2 figures. I'm like, well, that's a win-win for me. But I think they should go the extra mile and just go, just give us the extra piece of plastic, lads.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Is it just me and you that have this on order?
Is it Jan 27? It's scheduled for.
Yeah, 12 months. Yeah, 12 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have been pretty quick with a lot of stuff recently. I thought it was super quick. So I guess we'll see. I think Snake was what, 8 months, true. 9 months, something like that.
Yeah, Wukong was the same. Announced and released in the same year.
So be a nice
that's what excites
surprise,
me. Yeah, if you can pump out that quality in that short amount of time, I'm on board.
I do think though that all of the ones that they have, I think they were all low batches. I think that's why those ones are getting put out a lot quicker.
I think this one will be a bit more popular, even with the Rocky release or announcement.
This is Mitchell saying, yeah, it's a police 4, but they could have added some bullets. Yeah, or like a blood stain. It was a messy night. This one here, I got the waitlist opportunity for Battle Damage T800, but unsure if I should just pre-order the INART one.
I can take this one, Shane. By both. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. What he said.
Opinion, you're welcome.
It's too hard. Not. It's like it really is difficult because. Yeah, that's where my head would be at. Like,
if you're making decisions on that, then I'd say whichever one is your favorite movie. If they have a favorite from the two, because that Battle Damage T800 is phenomenal. And the diorama base is incredible.
Terminator fans are eating good at the moment. Like everything Hot Toys has released. The T1000 maybe not so much, but everything has been a banger.
Oh, on that, sorry, I haven't locked in the Topo upgrade set for that. Was it Topo?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
and I cannot find anything on 1/6 Kit site. It's so hard to find anything. I'm typing in Topo and nothing's coming up. So
are you logged in?
Yeah, I am logged in. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just not there anymore. Or
maybe I might have typed in Tapo or something like that. I don't know.
I'll have a quick look.
Out of interest, if there was a Sarah Connor release tomorrow, which one would you prefer?
What do you mean?
T1 or T2?
Okay.
Oh, Sarah Connor from either one.
It's got to be T2. It's got to be the look for when she goes to kill, Miles Station. She's going to blow him away. It has to be that look. It has to be like there's no fate, but what the fate we make ourselves. That kind of, the military hat, the glasses, the tank top and stuff like that. It has to be like.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's dressed as a waitress. Like, but if INART did it, yeah, maybe.
I've sent you the link in the private chat. So.
There could be another
thank you.
2-pack, couldn't it?
I don't think they're going to do. I don't think any company. And if you want a Sarah Connor from Terminator 1, you're talking a custom, and realistically, like it's T2 would be the one there. Thanks, Dave. I got that. I'm just going to open that tab and I'll sort that out because what
option are you going to go for though, Shane? That's what I need to know.
That's what I need to know, David.
I'm a bit annoyed that they didn't just do like a base set and just supply you with everything you need to interchange. I would have loved that.
This is my logic, right? If I'm investing more into a figure that I've already paid full price for, I've already paid retail. Obviously, like I don't have to pay shipping, and Line Rock did give me a nice price and stuff like that, but I still have to pay for a brand new figure. I noticed when I was doing my review that when I swapped out the regular cop clothes and I put on the biker look, the full-on biker look with the helmet, the glasses and everything, the shortcomings of the figures are less obvious. It looked really good. So my logic is because I would go for the police outfit look and use that to upgrade the traditional look for him and keep the head sculpt on him. But I would buy another head sculpt from just eBay, just and then put that with the body, the normal body that comes from it, and I have the biker look. I think maybe that'd be the move. I don't think I'm going to go for 2 of the Topo kits.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I went for the police look as well.
Because like you might be thinking, I haven't checked the comments, but maybe someone might go, yeah, but it comes with 2 head sculpts. It does, but if I'm going for the police look, I'm more than likely going to use the normal head sculpt on that, and it wouldn't really make sense to use I suppose you could still have the battle damage sculpt with all the other stuff, and just I don't think I'm going to buy 2. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to buy
that's
buy
fair.
1 and have the neutral normal look with the Topo kit, and then the police look with the Hot Toys stock one. And
Shaky just made a good point that the T800i still doesn't have the light up function.
Matt, I did like that it moves though. I did like that.
Yeah, we sort of discussed this on the stream on Saturday. Like I've got stuff in my collection that has a light up function and is relevant to the character, like droid eyes and stuff like that. I have none of it lit up. Like I have none of it hardwired or anything. So I mean, even I complained that there was no light up eye, but realistically, am I ever gonna get a fusion reactors kit and light it up permanently? Probably not. And the LED,
If you do it once, David, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
Because
I
you will
know,
never
I
turn it
know.
off then. And then you'll be looking at all the other ones going, oh yeah, and if I order like 8 light up kits, I'll save on shipping from Fusion from Australia. And
Yeah.
then I could wire them up. And then it is satisfying when you click one button and you're like, light up base, light up eye, LED. It is.
Yeah, I can imagine. I did
Yeah.
have a kit for my Mark 7 Iron Man before I sold it, and yeah, like you say, it's absolutely fantastic. But a lot of people don't do that, so a lot of my stuff sits unlit anyway. So I think for me, it's a non-issue, and like you say, it moves. And I think watch this space, right? Like Fusion Reactors is incredible. He's really clever in what he does. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a rolling eye. It can definitely be popped out of the sculpt, right? I wouldn't put it past him that he'll make a light up rollable eye for it.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen the final product. I think they're going to throw in the base. I think they're going to improve the lightness.
Yeah, sure.
I would love if they give the light up eye, but I don't see it happening. They don't really do light up things very well. It's something that they need to improve on. Like, remember the Robert Pattinson Batman? He had the torch. It's like this little.
Yeah.
You really realistically you need to outsource that and get a light up kit for Fusion for that. And I think it's something they could work on, but they'd seem reluctant to.
It's a specialist battery. It's for like fishing lures, which you can
Fishing
buy
line, or something like that. Yeah. And
they
it's
also use those with the diorama with the Joker 4-pack.
they do. Yeah, I was about to say on the studio, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the light up part of the bottom of the studio is kind of pointless. You press this button, and the button's lovely. It's a stainless steel button. It looks very classy. You press it, and it's just like Joker lights up, and these tiny little lights that you can't see if they're on or not if you're looking for a certain angle. It's really weird. Yeah, but like they do a lot of other things much better. So it's so there's that, and I think we're getting towards the end now, folks. So what do we've left to discuss? I think that's it. Just face off, isn't it?
Face off time.
That's it.
Okay.
So,
All right. Lord Bob, you're in the middle there.
Well,
So myself and Phil against 3 boys. How's that?
it's
Sounds
going to
good.
be
Sounds
interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Age versus beauty, is that?
Oh,
There
you
we
stole
go.
my joke, Bob.
Yeah,
For God's
there we
sake.
go. I'm just going to
Great
get
minds, David.
switch over to private chat there, folks, and I will get this music going. All right.
Who wants to go first?
We'll go first.
And it matters.
Oh,
Right. Shane and Phil. In what year was Carry On Columbus released?
Surely that's the
Wait, wait,
70s.
please.
73. Would it be pre-Star Wars? Can't hear you, Phil. You're on mute.
still muted.
What about now?
This all works.
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah. I'd say that's pre-1977.
Yeah, I think most of the carry-ons are the 70s, aren't they?
I have a notion, and I don't want to waste anyone's time, but like I don't know. I'm guessing
Yeah.
early mid 70s.
I'm the same, yeah. I'd go 70. Just hazarding a guess here, 73 maybe.
Go 73. Go on. Final answer.
Yeah, locking in.
Yep.
Okay. Carry On Columbus was released in 1992.
Right.
What?
We're only off by 2 decades there. That was a weak point in our career.
Right, chaps. David, Jim, Harrison. In what year was Carry On Sergeant released?
1993.
Yeah, I don't know what
agree.
that is.
Because I've never watched any of the carry-ons.
I've got a feeling it's probably before any of us were born. Me, Jim, and Harrison. I mean,
I can see it being the 90s.
1975. I have no idea.
I don't know,
Your
because
guess
that
is
one
as good
was
as mine.
the 90s, wasn't it? Their one. So I'm wondering if it's.
I don't know how long they stand over. Should we go 90s? I feel like after
what
90s.
year was the last one?
92.
Was it 93? 92.
92. Yeah.
I could do 80s maybe. 88.
Bob, did it come before or after their one?
Did, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Good to know. I don't know. Let's lock in an answer.
95.
I'm sure. Yeah, I was going to say
95
95 as well. Let's do that.
95.
there we go.
You locking in?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Carry On Sergeant was released in 1958.
Close.
Obviously.
Just a bit before us then.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why?
My dad
Shane.
wasn't even born then. Come on.
And Phil. Who directed the 1974 film Carry On Dick?
These all
I
carry on.
have no idea, man. I have no idea.
I feel like we might get to the tiebreaker today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And we'll both still lose.
I got nothing, Phil. You're on your own.
Michael Bay.
I think it's Michael Bay. Yeah, final answer, Michael Bay.
Locking in?
Yeah, Michael Bay.
Okay, the director of the 1974 film Carry On Dick was Gerald
Bay.
Thomas.
Oh, I was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a feeling about. Yeah.
David
He's
Harrison
friends.
and
He's
Jim,
friends with Michael Bay.
Yeah.
who directed
It's his dad.
the 1969 film Carry On Camping.
I've seen Carry On Camping. That's a good start, right?
Oh wow,
I have not.
impressive. I haven't even heard of it.
No.
I've heard of Carry On, but I know my parents liked it. That's about it.
Isn't that the one where they're
Like
like doing the
Monty Python or something
aerobics?
like that.
They're like doing the aerobics, and Barbara Windsor's blouse pops off. It's good. It's a good film.
Classic. That's all he remembers.
Yeah, I totally don't remember the
That's
direction.
probably like a generation of lads. All that they remember as well.
Barbara Windsor. God rest her soul, David.
She was in. She was in EastEnders, wasn't she?
She was.
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah. I have not a clue.
That was that
Michael
generation's
Bublé.
Nadia from American Pie. Michael Bublé.
Yeah, Michael Bublé. Not a clue.
We've got booblies on the mind.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Lock it in, Bob.
You're locking in?
Yeah.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah, he was definitely born back then. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. The director of the 1969 film Carry On Camping was
Michael Bublé.
Gerald Thomas.
Oh right. Okay. Probably should have guessed that because that was the answer for the last one.
Yeah,
as well,
that's
right?
literally what
Yeah,
I was
right,
gonna
yeah.
say. Yeah.
I was going to ask that.
Come on, Jim.
Right. Shane and Phil. Who played Hope Springs in the 1973 film Carry On Girls?
Repeat that question, please.
Who played Hope Springs in the 1973 film
Barbara
Carry On
Windsor.
Girls?
I'm going Barbara Windsor on this one. It's the only person I can name that's definitely in some of those movies.
It's not. Some of the guys played women, didn't they, in the Carry On films? I'll go with Barbara Windsor because I got nothing else.
Yeah? Are you locking in? Okay. The actress who played Hope Springs was Barbara Windsor.
There we go. We got one. We got one. Now, all we need is that the answer to their question is not Barbara Windsor, because that's what they're going to say.
100%.
It's like Shane's in
Right.
my head.
The young gun. In the 1972 film Carry On Abroad, who played Stuart Farquhar?
Well, shit. That can't be Barbara Windsor.
Who knows? It could be.
Yeah. Phil did say that sometimes guys play the lasses, so maybe it's the other way around as well.
Yeah.
Damn it, Phil. I actually
Sorry.
think. No, I'm not going to say that.
No, finish that thought. It's fine.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to steal you of this glory.
The only thing is, I can see his face. I can see his face, but I don't know his name.
Can we get the answer on that then? Draw a picture of his face, and if it's anything similar.
Does it look like this man?
It's definitely that guy, yeah. 100%.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I've got nothing better.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay, well,
Oh, it's him. Yeah, that's it.
so the nose, I know for a fact, is correct because it's the same guy that plays like Carry On Matron, isn't it? He plays the head of the hospital type role, I think. I don't know his name. I don't know.
It's
his
not one
name.
of the actors from MASH or something like that, is it? I can imagine one of them guys probably being in
No, I don't think so.
there.
He's a very OSA character, isn't he? Yeah, I don't know. I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. Michael Bay.
That a boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Not
a Michael
near the
Bay
mic, mate.
situation. 100%.
Yeah, 100%
Hey,
is
Mike.
a Michael Bay.
You might kick yourself. The actor who played Stuart Farquhar was Kenneth Williams.
That's the guy.
Kenneth Williams, and he's the old matron.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
He
That's
played,
so annoying.
he played Dr. Soper in
don't
Carry On
know that,
Nurse
yeah.
and Carry On Doctor.
That was
Yeah.
quite a good portrait. That was because as soon as you put it
Yeah,
out,
it was.
I know the character.
Yeah.
But
He is an artist.
he is
Yeah, well,
Good
yeah,
stuff,
you can
folks.
tell, can't you?
Thanks
Well
to
done, old
Bob
timers.
for organising the questions. Thanks for everyone participating. Thanks for everyone for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Especially as well if you're watching the replay as well, we greatly appreciate it. We'll hopefully be back here next week with a bunch of news. The kind of news is kind of coming in trickles. Maybe we'll get something over the next few weeks before. There's usually a bit of a flurry before Chinese New Year and they shut down. So, anyone have something that they want to promote, plug just before we get out of here?
Only the Six Scale Shields YouTube. If you could give us a subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. And I think we've proven tonight that age does, in fact, defeat beauty.
these guys got something going on as well on
True.
Thursday, haven't they?
Very true. Very true.
All right, folks, we're out of here.
Go on,
Thanks,
Nathan.
folks.
Thanks, guys.
Au revoir.